To find a friend is not as easy as to pour a drink. But even harder is to separate the good from those that stink.
Don't tell me I'm the best, cause them shit talkers won't put me to rest. Stress I don't need, but I got cause to not give a fuck. Time ain't money and money ain't time. It's like saying food is genocide. Okay it is, but y'all don't give a fuck about factory farms. Chickens eating their own shit. People been eating their own shit for so long. But people biggin' everyone, even those who don't claim me as their own. Okay, I got your back when the shit hits the fan. Even if it never does, I'm the friend you don't need. I'm the one that talks that shit that make people wonder why I'm still breathing. I used to battle MCs, then I realized I needed better targets. And I'm not one to play fight. You box shadows and I'm boxing the sun. And so many doing prison time. It's something to live up to, like not drowning in insecurity disguised as I'm the best rapper alive. Got nothing to say, then shut the fuck up and smile for the camera. Never freestyled well, but hell, now freestyle's a song. And battle's little more than a racist slam promo. What if we become? No wonder I'm a relic from a bygone era. I'm on a mission, they say it's impossible. And when I pull it off, they say they always believed. But belief's the cornerstone of faith, and faith is what got us into this American mess in the first place. I know how it feels to be behind that CEO chair. You make decisions that destroy lives. Wrong call means someone ends up broken. When you're a middleman, it's easy to rationalize. Somebody out there saying, help me, I'm drowning. That's why even though I wanna put out a Walter Gross album, I'm never signing anyone or earning my keep off another man's. The industry's bullshit, I'm happy to see it reduced to ashes. Sad to see so many friends quit rapping and work for a living. But hey, you eat what you kill or it kills you. You either used to be a news that they reduce you to a write-off. I always dug a challenge, always dug my own ditches, burned my own bridges, but it's always nice to have a little help. DJ Payne one hooked me the fuck up, shots of Madison. Homer Man Mantis in the rebirth of America. He probably could've sold this beat to Madonna. But what's a better way to say fuck you, Governor Walker? Eat oil and die and be shit on by workers of the future. If industry has the way, TV's to be the only teacher. Getting shot in the theater be mandatory. Once you pass working age, ain't no luck for ya. We fighting uphill battle while the earth crack open. Next time you rap over a beat, try and say something. If you don't know you're in hell, I'm bringing y'all with me. Insurgent rappers back, I know the game don't need me.
To find a friend is not as easy as to pour a drink.
Billions of damaged souls way out the world. Where is the world if you've been kicked? Must you keep on kicking? Self-styled is not an option. My product of my environment. Was my environment a product of me? I wanna feel like an artist in the 18th century. White people, when we can find a happy place between guilt and privilege. There is no other, no neighbor, only terrified us. Atomized signs of grief, a million paper cuts, dollars being wheelbarrowed overseas. I am a thief. Everything I stole should have been given, but the sad dreams we cling. What sad beams we become. I write I love you to my girl via text. She sits next to me on the couch. I wanna sweep her away, but there's nowhere on this planet we can run. Is war here? Depends on what you call warfare. We focus on class, but the war is on us. I wanna find a new way. We can talk about race, know whether or not it exists, but how what we perceive shapes this place. How many conversations been killed by violence? Self-hatred is energy wasted and still violence.
War's here if you want it. You can stick your head in the sand. You can't run from it. Act like you want it, then you gotta own it. War is here if you want it. You can stick your head in the sand. from their island properties, finger waving. People waiting restlessly in post office lines, cross-armed, hanging tight to theirs like mine is mine. Peace sign, bumper sticker on a minivan, not knowing what people die for in Afghanistan. We can blame a faceless demon, robots or computing, but behind illusions it's just humans hurting humans. Read marks of a tuning till our eyes bleed. In the end it's what we make of all of those theories. Axl Rose still screaming he don't want no civil war, though the battlefield is exactly where he was born. Hegemony made us all competitive since seeds. Every man just counting how much he can fucking eat. Put a bullet in a body fast before the bullet ricochets back. Programmed to attack as if someone always wants to take our things. Our battles keep the ruling class laughing. Every difference was created. The powers fuel the flame that keep us blinded and complacent. Enslavement within gender, class, and races. A boss in heaven says what to believe, while bosses on earth keep us there working. Hope for heaven after labor. When corporations build a better paradise, one day we'll worship logos as our saviors.
War's here if you want it. You can stick your head in the sand. You can't run from it. Act like you want it, then you gotta own it. War is here if you want it. You can stick your head in the sand, and you can't run from it. Act like you want it, then you gotta own it.
There is a war between the rich and poor. There is a war between the man and the woman. There is a war between the ones who say that there is a war and the ones who say there isn't. It's a war without blood, a war with no physical pain. It's less of a war and more of a conversation about change. This is the voice of God rapping, reminding you to love the sinners. This war is the Special Olympics in the sense that everyone's a winner. If an argument goes on long enough, someone's gonna get compared to Hitler. So take that home and cut it down, cook it up and eat it for dinner. Bullets are flying from the mouths of teenagers, calling dumb shit gay. Hand grenade, whores and sluts, making women feel ashamed. Words that begin with F and N still have the power to hurt. No matter how many little white kids like to say they're just words. You can try to run, you can try to leave, you can try to flee, you can try to go, but you'll never get far enough from it not to be right at home. In this dissonance, there's no more innocence. All of our hands are dirty, but we can forgive ourselves and not make a big deal about it. Who's with me? Greed is made by fear, and fear is made by isolation. Isolation is the product of environments we're raised, and there's nothing I can tell you that'll make you feel better. But don't let anybody scare you into being a martyr. Some people play hard to get, I like to play hard to want. Like an abandoned house that no ghost would bother to hunt. If Tiny Tim had a son, I'd be the ghost of Christmas past. Thanks Soul and Leonard Cohen for teaching me how to rap.
War is here if you want it. You can stick your head in the sand, and you can't run from it. Act like you want it, then you gotta own it.
To find a friend